my aquaponics planter bed. The rooting process does the feed of the tilapia fish influences the base, which influences the growth. Stay tuned. Hi everybody, welcome again to another episode of Fish Keeping Jamaica. Welcome to my channel. Okay, so I shared with you before, I think it's the last video, where I shared that I had problems getting the seeds in which I purchased at the garden store, at the farm store, at the plant shop, to actually germinate and start to, give me lettuce. Right, so I bought several packs of seeds, and as you can see, these seeds were planted at quite a number of distance away from each other. That's because I think it's the iceberg. I'm not 100% sure, but I planted a lot of seeds trying to get them planted. After 7 days, if they don't sprout, I know that that's it, right? And I eventually get the early jersey from the original store which I got them from. That's the iceberg. In the first set of videos in which I shared with you, all those lettuces were iceberg. I did something wrong there, in which I planted them too close to each other. Right, so it's like Providence, all that happened, and I just start anew. So now these, I think, is early jersey lettuce. Right, so they sprout out something like this, they don't form the ball, and so I can plant like probably about 2 or 3 inches away from each other, and they should be good. I should have a good amount of lettuce flourishing here in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Alright, so that's still not the essence of today's video. I was feeding these fish. You will see me switch around to the video with them inside feeding. And it came to me, the whole idea of feeding your fish. And, I was actually in reflection mode as to whether or not feeding my tilapia fish, tilapia fish food, good tilapia fish food, if that actually influences the lettuce that I actually get at the end. Right now, if you look back at the videos in which I did before, this is the feed that is locally manufactured. This is high pro feed. I actually crushed it out into dust, and I'm feeding these little, I'm feeding these. You hear them making the noise? Yeah, they are clapping them out against the surface so as to get as much feed as possible, and they are just bad boys. Alright, so I was there wondering whether or not the quality feed has anything to do with the nutrient that exists within their poop, right? I did a little research and I realized that regardless of what you might feed your tilapia fish, and their mess, or should I say their waste, when processed and excreted from their bodies, has high volume of nutrients that the plants actually need. So I should not perturb myself. You see these tilapia coming on. I might have to sell some before I reach to they actually graduate to the aquaponics system, because there's a lot of them in here, right? So coming back to the shear, the waste, as I shared before, I refer to as solids in aquaponics, right? And the solids, after a while, they will build up within the pond system, right? When the water becomes too high I just turn this down a little bit, allowing the water to go down, and then I will actually probably next hour or so I'll turn it up back, and you know, everything will roll back again. Now if it's still too high, I'm gonna have to get a stick and look for the hole that the water comes through. I'm gonna have to kind of, you know, do that little thing right there. I did some water change, so some amount of solids have actually been taken out via water change. For some persons doing their aquaponic setup, they will not do water change because they have a pre-filtration mechanism. I spoke to you about that in a video before this, right? So you know what is meant by pre-filtration system within aquaponics. I do not do that, so all my mess is in here, and what that does, it gives me the opportunity, well, it gives the lettuce the opportunity. Wow, you see this lettuce, or the plant leaf is kind of looking yellow. That means that some amount of deficiency exists there. And what I need to do is, I think what might be happening is that I'm covering it too long during the course of the day. So the sun is kind of tapered down right now, so I am going to allow it to stay up like this for the remaining portion of the evening, when you can get a little, you know, yeah, no much sun is not there. It's minutes after 5 minutes to 6, but and early in the morning, probably about 8 o'clock, I might just cover it back when the sun is kind of getting hot. So that's another thing. As far as aquaponics is concerned, you have to be mindful when you're actually covering the entire area. I should have gotten some amount of shade cloth and cover up the area, but the shade cloth, they don't sell it less than 15 feet, and I don't think I need 5 feet. So the 15 feet will practically cover the entire 7 IBC toads that I have here, right? And I don't need so much, right? So I leave that alone. I just stick to the covering with this container top, and you know, as the plants go a little taller, probably I you know, improvise using something else, but for now I'll just settle for that. As you can see, the wasp is here drinking some water, and if there is any caterpillar insects within the space, the wasp will actually consume them. And I shared this with you in the last video, but if you missed it, I'm kind of repeating myself, right? And then now lizards, which are, they normally not out at this time, they are probably in the tree or something like that. They would actually hover around the space, and they will catch the wasp for their meal. So it's a cycle. Now this is like a general update as to what's going on in my system. All that there looks like water, right? All of that is a mixture of water and solids. It's coming from the pond, right? And those solids, well, the solid is good for my lettuce because it allows my lettuce. Hey guys, this lettuce were planted 1 week ago. 1 week ago. I'm gonna say 1 week ago. Look how them looking nice, right? Yeah, I think I planted too much here, but because they are Jersey lettuce, I don't think it would cause much problem. And I have actually changed the planter bed material at the base, so it will be easy for me to just take out a few and transplant them, and you realize that transplanting in aquaponics is a regular feature, whereas when the plants are getting big, and you find it a little bit difficult for the plants to have, well, the plant find it difficult to have enough space so as to grow. Now if I was doing cabbage, I did a video on planting cabbage, right? That was a period in time where nothing could grow in this pond. I don't know the reason why, but I think it's too much water, but nothing could grow. I planted probably about 10 seeds and none of them came. Now, if I was to plant cabbage within this system, I would probably have to just settle for one seed or two seed here, and that will be it, because the cabbage would actually fill up the entire space when it gets large, right? So it depends on what you're actually doing in aquaponics. You might have to calculate the space that is needed for the plant to grow and to grow appropriately, that it will benefit you and the good growth of the plant, right? So the tilapias are getting larger, right? They started out as small as these here. Yeah, they started out as small as these here, in the aquaponic system. And with everything that happened, aquaponics, I'm here, summer holiday, fish are getting feed regularly, 2 times a day. You find that they grow very quickly, and the accidents which happen with the aquaponics setup, right? So that's it for now. My broodstock is going on. They have been spewing out babies, and they have been consuming babies on a regular basis, but this won't stop until they reach adult stage, which is probably about 5 to 6 months. So I'm just gonna have to take out what I can take out whenever I see. The other day when I shared with you that broodstock, actually how it actually work, I extracted about 12, and normally this size you'll get probably about 2 dozen, 3 dozen. So you can just picture how many have actually been eaten by the other that is within this space. So I'm going to be feeding them right now. Thank you very much for stopping by, guys. This is like mix up as to what is happening right now within this space. Peace out. Catch you next time. Yeah, holiday, and I'm kind of feeling it because the seeds have actually come. Peace out. Bye bye.